Hi there, this broadcast is coming from Nehru Outer Road Ring of Hyderabad, beloved friends. In this video I want to share with you the words of wisdom. Who is a wise man? Who is a very successful person? Who avoids all sorts of sorrow, grief, pain, regrets? Who enjoys a harmonious relations with everyone, but first and foremost with himself. And that man is called a wise man. You know, we are what we think. All that we are arises with our thought. With our thought we make the world. So, with our thought we make the world. Then what kind of thought we are having? What are the ideas we are harboring in our mind? What are the seeds of thought we are planting in our mind? That is only going to blossom and bear fruits. So as the seeds sow the fruit, so we become really the victims of our own ill thoughts or the wise thoughts. So wise man always deliberates, contemplates, thinks before he speaks, acts or behave. That is the basic difference between a fool, a foolish, ignorant, indolent, thoughtless person and a wise person. Wise person always think because mind has become his slave. He has taken full possession of his mind and he is controlling and directing his mind to whatever he wants in life. And mind is the really greatest equipment on earth God has given to us. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve it. But there has to be a passionate desire to achieve what you want in life. For this you have to start thinking. Think, strive, seek and find different ways and means by thinking. And come out with a solution of the best idea, best thought. That must be pure, that must be based on truth, justice, peace, love and non-violence. And when you really give your thought and expression, communication, that become golden words. Very few people know how to talk very wisely and intelligently, which is pleasing to them and pleasing to others. And then what a man thinks, he speaks and that way he acts. And the way he acts, that become his habits. And his habits virtually shapes his destiny. As my friend Aristotle said, excellence is nothing but an act of habit. Habituated person always instantly, spontaneously acts very wisely because that way he has grouped his mind, trained his mind, and mind don't know right or wrong. Mind does not know what is right or what is wrong. It is we who really tell the mind to behave the way it should. Like you see this car I'm driving. I'm driving this car. This car exactly is my slave. It is being driven by me. I'm going in the lane. I'm driving at this speed, you can see. I'm little violating. But car has nothing to do with which way it is going. If I turn my wheel to the right, I will collide with the divider. If I turn left, I will jump into the 100 feet inside and I will ruin my life. Brain is much more powerful than this car. If you do not know how to handle your brain, you do not think wisely, your thoughts are ill thoughts, that is greed, selfish, anger, hatred, jealousy, non-forgiveness, revenge, avenge. You indulge in always cruelty. You are sowing such seeds and that become your habit. Nobody wants to become bad person, but just by habits, we see there are a lot of terrorists, criminals, people who are thoughtless, indolent, careless, useless, always dwelling on ignoble, bestial, groveling thoughts and ruin their life, and with their destructive temperament they ruin the whole world. So be very careful. If you want to avoid such sorrow, suffering, pain, take full possession of your mind and make it behave the pure way by sowing the thoughts of seeds which are truth, justice, peace, love and non-violence, love and respect for all, joy, serenity, calmness. And what do you think that is going to happen? We become what we think about. We become what we think about. You become what you think about. So think always good. And once you are sowing the seed of good in the present, that is becoming past. So the past is our reflection of the seed we have sown in the present, and also what seed of thought we are planting in the present, that become our future also. Suppose somebody has murdered, raped, killed millions of people. His future is dark because he will be definitely dealt with sternly and severely. Law will take its own course. Nobody can avoid the law. Natural laws, spiritual laws, law of the land will come into action. So he will be suffering because of his own evil ideas and thoughts. He will never regret, he will never repent. I tell you my own example. I have a beautiful friend of mine, but that was a dog. One day I tied it near my fence with some loose rope, and the dog, as you know, they don't have a lot of intelligence, they don't think. So it jumped off the fence, and the rope was small, so it got strangled to death. That is so painful to me. My heart bleeds every time when I remember. I regret. You see, it was my thoughtlessness. I could have deliberated the consequences of tying near the fence with a loose rope, and dog will try to jump off the fence to be with me when I'm coming to office or anywhere else. So I take full responsibility of this criminal assault on my dog. My beloved child died because of my ignorance. I regret, I repent. That's why I tell you. Think before you act. Look before you leap. You can avoid hundreds and millions of such kind of catastrophe, disaster, calamity which is made by you because of your not thinking well, not controlling your mind, not using it very wisely and judiciously. So summary, you cannot regret, you cannot repent if you take the full possession of your mind and think before you speak, think before you act. That way you connect your past, present and future. What Buddha said. What we do in the present, it is only in our control. So the present is responsible for the past. If we have sown the evil seed of thoughts, we have to regret throughout our life. If we are sowing today evil thoughts, our future is dark and we have to regret and repent. So take full possession of your mind. We are what we think. All that we are arises with our thought. With our thought we make the world. Thought in the mind has made us. What we are by thought was wrought and built. If a man's mind has evil thought, pain comes to him as comes the wheel behind the ox. If a man dwells in purity of thought, joy follows him as his own shadow, as did with Buddha. May God bless you. Thank you very much for being a thinking soul, a wise person, controlling your mind, being a disciplined person, being a self-believing, self-reliant, self-confident, a useful and helpful to society and system. May God bless you. Thank you very much.